Life didn't come so easy for Batista as he struggled during his younger years. He had to work at an early age, and got involved with the wrong people, which only put him into further trouble. He witnessed many tragedies in his area and had to hit rock bottom before turning his life around. After a series of bad decisions, Batista decided to take control of his life and began investing his time into bodybuilding before turning his attention to professional wrestling. Not only did he end up being one of the most popular and successful WWE superstars of the 2000s, but Batista is now making an impression in Hollywood following his role as Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy. Batista's life could have been entirely different if he hadn't made the right choices to focus on his wrestling journey, and leave all trouble behind him. The current WWE champion had quite the journey to make it where he is at today. AJ Styles' family was very poor and their financial struggles were made worse by the behavior of his father, who made life even tougher for young AJ. And after exploring different career options, he eventually settled on professional wrestling. AJ had to put in a lot of work on the independent circuit all over the world to become one of the most popular wrestlers outside of the WWE. The company had to eventually bring him abroad, which proved to be a great move considering his level of success. But his tale could have been different since AJ's early beginnings didn't help him the slightest in moving up in the world, so he had to work multiple jobs to make a living. But after all those years, it has definitely paid off in the end for him. The trajectory of Booker T's life could have been entirely different from what it turned out to be. He had a rough upbringing as both of his parents had passed away when he was only 13 years old, which only made his living situation even worse. Booker would also land in trouble with the law and end up serving 19 months out of a 5-year sentence in prison. But he was determined to turn his life around and had the support of his brothers to do so, as Booker T pursued the possibility of becoming a professional wrestler. He quickly rose through the ranks and became an established name by the late 90s. Booker T made millions of dollars along the way, and became one of the most decorated superstars of his generation. Not only did he overcome all odds, but he succeeded everybody's expectations as well. You don't have to admire Dean Ambrose as a wrestler to respect his journey. He managed to overcome a tough childhood that was filled with heartbreaks to become a WWE superstar. As a kid, Ambrose spent most of his time in public housing and got into professional wrestling to distract himself from reality. Soon enough, he had enrolled to begin training at an early age, and Ambrose would go on to drop out of high school. A costly decision for most people these days, but Ambrose's backup plan certainly worked as he became one of the most popular WWE superstars. He is currently among the most paid on the roster as well, which should tell you that Ambrose's hard work has certainly paid off. Most people would have given up early on if they were in Ambrose's shoes, but he pushed through the struggles to get where he is today. John Cena always preaches to his fans to never give up, and it turns out that he truly lives by those words. As a youngster, Cena had some difficulties finding a stable job as he often switched from one gig to another before eventually facing unemployment. There was a time when things had gotten bad enough that Cena became homeless after struggling to pay his bills. But he stuck to his motto and continued putting in the required work to catch the attention of the WWE. On the main roster, he established himself as one of the most popular superstars in a relatively short period of time. Cena has now become the biggest star of his generation, and among the richest professional wrestlers of all time. And not only did he find success inside the ring, but he has also some major projects in the music and film industry. If you like our video, so please don't forget to subscribe our channel Center Point, also like our videos and share with your friends.